I have to tell you, I'm impressed. I was expecting this beauty of a ship to be on the feisty side, but she's a real sweet girl. Cutting through the clouds like this feels wonderful. I could get used to this. Wow, I can't believe how quickly you've gotten the hang of it, Angie. Neither can I. But I think it's obvious who's more qualified to sit here between the two of us. This job's all yours now. Why, thank you. I hereby accept the positions of Chief Helmsman and Courageous Second in Command. Sorry, George, I guess you got demoted to third. She really is amazing. Huh, there's no one out there who can tame a vehicle as fast as Angie. We're not going to have to worry about a thing with her around. Moving right along, the good news is that we were able to liberate Roar. I don't think any of us could have predicted how much the war situation would change in the process. Marquis Ragnar and his provincial army's withdrawal from the conflict will have a profound effect going forward. Losing one of their key members is bound to be a painful loss to the Alliance. For one thing, it should make things easier for Lieutenant General Vander and the 3rd Armored Division. Their greatest concern before now was the Nordia Provincial Army, after all. So the Alliance's overwhelming supremacy is finally starting to sway. Only in East Erebonia, though. They still come out on top in the West. Right, Prince Oliver said as much too. General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius are out there and claiming one victory after another. And then there's your brother, Eustace. He's a brilliant leader and it shows. I see. Be that as it may, all we can do is focus our efforts on the Eastern Front for now. That's what we were entrusted with, and fretting over things we can't change won't do us any good, right? That's putting it into perspective, yes. We've got our hands full over here as it is, so let's make every moment count. Time to get back to gathering all the info we can. Speaking of, mind giving us an update on the situation with Belamar's weaponry? Ah, right. How could we forget? Professor Schmidt agreed to cooperate with us, didn't he? Cooperate is a strong word, Elisa. He only cares about what interests him. That it ends up benefiting us is purely secondary. And remember, he's only going to help if we happen to find enough Zemurian ore to make the weapon. How we're going to get that stuff, that rare, is beyond me, though. You said that Balamar himself was made of that ore, did you not? You wouldn't happen to have any ideas, would you, Emma? I'm afraid the Hexen clan knows very little concerning the creation of the Divine Knights. Some legends passed down through the clan say that they were made during the time of the Great Collapse. Specifically, they were forged by artisans who called themselves gnomes. That's an interesting name. I know the term from old stories, much like anyone else, but I had no idea a band of artisans by the name actually existed. Supposedly, they once worked closely with the clan's ancestors, but somewhere down the line, the witches and the gnomes ended up parting ways. I couldn't tell you exactly when. How curious. Maybe so, but none of that's going to help us find any ore. Our chances of finding enough were pretty slim to begin with. I know where you can get enough, but only if you're willing to overcome some very difficult trials to obtain it. You do? Really? What do I have to gain by lying? You're aware of those strange ruins scattered all over the country, right? The ones that we've already investigated? Oh yeah. Where the higher elements were active. Those are the ones. They're called spirit shrines. They were built on top of septium veins long, long ago by the gnomes to encourage the formation of massive Zemurian ore crystals. Those crystals were in turn used to create the Divine Knights. So, if there's any place in Erebonia to start looking for the vast amount you need, it's there. I had no idea. Why didn't you tell us this before now? Am I supposed to be a mind reader? It wasn't exactly relevant until now, so why bring it up? No need to bite our heads off. Hey, she told us now, right? All we gotta do is go get one of those shrines and we'll be rolling in ore. Let's hope so. We've got a lot on our plate checking up on the country, but exploring a shrine's been our best lead yet. And no matter how difficult it might be, a little thing like a trial isn't going to scare us away, right? Right. With the discussion coming to an end, their destination had been decided. Before departing, however, Class 7 thought it best to check if there were any new requests from Prince Olivert. And their timing turned out to be quite apt, as he had very recently sent several their way. From Klein and Hibble. So here's the deal. An airliner got hijacked mid-trip and went missing, but we managed to track it to the Isengard Range. Right now, the hostages are still inside, so we're going to rescue them. It's going to be tough given that the hijackers are armed, but that's where you and the Courageous come in. Toa can give you the specifics on how to reach us, but we'll be waiting in the Isengard Range. See you there. From Blue Blanc, which is Phantom Thief B. From Ouroboros. Dearest ladies and gentlemen, I have taken the liberty of calling upon you for a request of my own, unbeknownst to my worthy rival. I have left a letter in the location indicated by a blue cross. I think you'll find it well worth your while to read it. Phantom Thief B. Interesting. Imagine Eustace Oliverea weeping for the safety of his province's people as they're chased through the streets by a ravaging monster. Surely you would not let such a dire scene come to pass, would you? The battle is set, and the North Croydon Highway awaits. From Prince Olivert. This one's from Klein. I'm happy to see that Hibble's with him too. Not so happy about the airliner going missing though. Doesn't seem like something we can afford to ignore, dangerous as it sounds. But look at this. Phantom Thief B. What's this about reading a letter? And if we have the time to be concerning ourselves with his pathetic as if we have the time to concern ourselves with his pathetic antics. I know what you mean, really, but ignoring it might be even worse. Yep, we've got our work cut out for us. Hey, Rean, I want to help look out for everyone. Let me come with you, okay? Of course, V, you're always welcome. I think Celine and I should come with you when you're exploring the shrines, too. I was about to say the same thing. And make sure you're ready before you go. I wasn't kidding when I said the trials were difficult. Oh, Rean, did you see the request from Klein and Hibble? Yeah, it sounds like they've run into something pretty serious. You read the details too, right? About an airliner being hijacked and the passengers being taken hostage? Yeah, this would usually be a matter for one of the armies, but with the war going on, they can't spare the manpower. That's when the two of them decide to step in and take matters into their own hands. And if we can, we'll be sure to go and help them out too. Where did it say they were currently waiting? The Isengard Range? Right, apparently the hijacked airliner is being kept somewhere near there. I know their exact coordinates too, so just let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll get you right there. The Courageous departed for the Isengard Range, and being careful not to alert the armed group of their approach, they safely landed at the rendezvous point. Hey, you made it! Klein! Hibble! I was hoping that I'd get to see you here, Elliot. I'm happy to see you here too, Laura. Thank you for coming. I'm happy to see you're both okay. Have you been fighting by yourselves all this time? Yeah, we've been trying to do what we can to support the other Thor students. We've been hearing a lot about what you've all been up to on the Courageous too. We've been doing our best to stay up to date on how the war's going, and that's how we came to find out about this incident. Anyway, we can catch up later. Right now, we better focus on the task at hand. You did come regarding our request, right? We certainly did. An airliner was hijacked, wasn't it? And you said it was hidden around here? That's right, it's just over there. That's it then. The craggy terrain does make this a pretty top-notch hiding place. I'm guessing those two standing watch outside were involved in the hijacking. I can't help but feel like I've seen those outfits somewhere before. Now that you mention it, from what I gather, they're mercenaries of some kind who were hiding among the airliner passengers. Once inside, they took control of the airliner over the Nordia Providence, then threatened the captain into landing here. They've got civilian hostages inside, nobles included. What are they after? It's all but certain that ransom money is their objective. The war's growing fiercer by the day, so neither the Imperial Army nor the Noble Alliance forces have any spare manpower. My guess is that they're trying to take advantage of that to make a profit. I'm really impressed how much you were able to discover about them, though. We're working alongside them at the moment. We ran into a squad of theirs not too long ago and ended up swapping info. Been working together ever since. That's when they let me borrow this rifle, too. Oh right, it's kind of weird seeing you with one, though. Anyway, getting back to the subject at hand, neither army has the manpower to do anything about this right now. So, we're wondering if we might be able to rescue the hostages ourselves. Gotta show that we're military students at some point, right? They've managed to avoid getting caught up till now, so I imagine they're feeling fairly cocky at this point. Enough to let their guard down. So, with your help, we might even be able to capture them along with saving the hostages. So, think you could lend us a hand? Of course. There are civilian lives at stake here. There's no way we could turn a blind eye. Knowing what we do, I feel it's only right that we assist you. Yeah, you're right. Yep, and we've come all this way, might as well do what we can. Thanks, this will make things a lot easier on our end. We'll be counting on you. Right, our current plan was drawn up based on the assumption that only Hibble and I would be participating. Now that we've got you and the Courageous here, it would probably do with a few modifications. You guys ready? Together, they set about devising a new operation to capture the criminals and ensure the well-being of the hostages. And once they'd finished fleshing out the details, all that was left to be done was wait for the perfect opportunity to begin. How long are we going to have to stay out here? I'm freezing my butt off. You're telling me. Seems like the ransom negotiations aren't really going anywhere either. And the orbital wave reception up here is downright pitiful to top it all off. What? You serious? Man, this sucks. Damn it, I wish I could have at least stayed inside and watched over the female hostages instead. Ah well, I'm guessing we'll be moving somewhere else before long. Then we... Sorry, that's not going to happen. Who are you? How did we get that close without them noticing us? Commencing operation. They're terrible. They're terrible lookouts. Let's take them out.
Enemies ahead. We'll have to fight.
Like we seriously got 5 feet away from them and they had no idea we were there.
Here I go. Onward. Okay. Okay. Here I go.
Impossible.
Take this. Okay. Leave this to me. Okay. Here I go.
Impossible.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Think we did that quietly enough to not draw attention from inside. Yeah, looks like they're none the wiser, And now I remember where I'd seen their uniforms before too. It's the same as what the Jaeger dropouts we encountered in Nord were wearing. Oh, I remember now. They said their name was Bugbear, I believe. Yep, they like to call themselves a group of mercenaries, but this seems to be all of them. Wait, you guys in Group A wrote in your report that they were handed over to the Republican Army, didn't you? So we're up against a group of Jaeger dropouts. Doesn't sound like this will be easy. How'd things go on your end? Very well indeed. We found a way to infiltrate the liner while you were busy fighting. And as soon as we're ready to start the next part of the operation, we'll use that route to sneak inside. With just the two of you? No worries, we'll be fine. Remember, we're second years. It's about time we start setting an example in combat anyway. So, to confirm, we'll be acting as two groups, and we'll be using the confusion to rescue the hostages. Ready to begin? Ready as we'll ever be. Totally. We'll do our part to make this plan a success. We'll start sneaking in through the ship's hold then. Best of luck, guys. It's eerily quiet in here. I don't think there's anyone in this part of the ship at least. Looks like the hostages are on one of the upper floors. Huh? How the hell did you get in? Through the elevator. No time for talking. Oh wait, it wasn't an elevator, it was stairs. Through the stairs. I'm ready if you are.
Let me show you why I'm called the Purple Lightning.
Here I go. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me.
Onward.
Bring it on. Huh?
It's my turn. Keep it up, everyone. Are you okay?
You have my thanks. I'm just getting warmed up.
My turn. Now's our chance.
You're fine.
You're finished.
Impossible!
Leave this to me.
Impossible!
Okay.
My turn.
Impossible!
You still have a lot of training to do.
You keep using that word impossible. I do not think it means what you think it does.
I'm so glad.
Ugh. Damn kids. Whew, that wasn't so bad. No sign of reinforcements either. Not many of their guys are here at all, really. That way must lead to the bridge. There are a few guest rooms between here and there too. There's a real possibility they'll try and ambush us as we make our way through the ship. I think we should check inside the bridge in the guest rooms just in case. I'm all for it. Hey, what's with all the noise outside? Wait, who are you?
I welcome all challengers.
My turn. Too slow.
Okay. Now.
Got you.
Okay.
My turn. Sia!
Impossible!
You still have a lot of training to do.
Whew, I wasn't expecting to actually run into one of them in here. Maybe he was on break? Hold on, he's got something on him. Obtain card key 1. This looks like a card key? That's a good guess considering it's called card key 1. We might be able to use it for something. Let's take it with us. Well, here's the bridge. I'm guessing that I can hear voices inside. What? You still can't get in touch with them? You do realize that until we get our ransom money, you ain't going nowhere, right? I'm trying, but the reception here is so bad I can't get through. Don't give me excuses. We really do have shit for luck. Our last plan was ruined by those kids back in Nord, and now this. What should we do? This area is perfect for staying unnoticed, but if we can't get any ransom money... Yeah, we'll try one more time, but if that fails, we're gonna have to find somewhere else. Breaking out of jail was enough trouble as it is. We can't let a chance like this pass us by. As soon as we get that ransom money, the world will know Bugbear is a real Jaeger corpse. They still haven't given up on making a name for themselves, huh? They don't seem to have learned a thing from before. I can't believe they got away from Calvard. Guess they probably took advantage of the chaos over in Calvard to escape. However they got here, that doesn't change our objective. Let's get back to stopping them and finding the hostages.